in like Kaohsiung Jinsi. So today, right? Okay. So today, and let's move on to the next session, and we're gonna have a retrospective into like what we've done before. And today is here, all right, and we all know her, right? And she is like a mommy G, right? And you see kind of a beautiful poster here, which is designed by our like a team in the United States, like a Susan, okay? And this is kind of a wonderful job from them. And we also have a lot of like wonderful quotes in the like a poster designed by our volunteers in Kaohsiung. And this morning, I get out the messages, right? But when you receive my message, did you want to respond to me? I don't know, but like a mommy G, they did her best to give me the response. Okay, and you know what? Okay, and when like a mommy G decided to come over to Kaohsiung, and her fans would just also come on a bus, right? Okay, and I really like her respond, right? Okay, and she's kind of a heartwarming, like a lady, okay, and I'm always telling you the truth, okay, and she is kind of a super like a superstar, right? If you think so, please give me a big hand. And she once told me that, okay, she was born in 1938 and she was already 88 years old and she's got a great hair, but she doesn't think that she's old, right? And she says that, okay, if you want to live a beautiful life and it requires skills, right? And you know that, okay, today her PowerPoint was made by herself, right? And she's always kind of positive power for me to just go forward, right? And as I just told her that she has to give me the PowerPoint earlier, okay, and we have kind of full implementation team that need her PowerPoint to okay do some kind of preparation. And she just praised on all the people doing the photo interpretation and says that the wonderful kind of talents in our team, right? Okay, and everything that she says and she does is always in like a possible way. And she's over 80 something years old, and you know she's kind of a senior, and it is going to be okay for her to come over to Kaohsiung and do her presentation. And then she says that as long as I'm alive, and I will just be here, right? Okay. And this is what she said to me, and I was so shocked, right? Okay. And from then on, her quote becomes what I always kind of mention, okay? And remember, as long as I'm alive, and I'm gonna do everything. Okay. Okay. And it is just like what the Macedonians said to all the senior volunteers, you know, they say, okay, what can they do as they get grow older? And Macedonians said, okay, you just come and let people see you. Okay, so you can see from the video that, okay, like the Mommy G is everywhere, like delivering like a positive power and the love. Okay, and this is kind of a wonderful witness. Okay, and we just keep on our like online study group, okay, okay, agents, right? And we usually see like Mom G is always there, okay? And aside from Taiwan, she usually also goes abroad. For example, I saw her in Malaysia in the 30th anniversary of like a slanger Malaysia. And whatever she said, whatever she delivers in her speech, and everybody just left so happily. And we also feel it's kind of a fun thing to enjoy like her speech. And that's why we always like to invite her to deliver us a speech or kind of a presentation. Okay. And here in this like a video, then we see this is okay during the 30th anniversary of Jingyang altruism, and of course that we see her. And whenever Miss like Mommy G comes, right, and she will sit kind of a warm, like welcomes and the big hands, like a front audience, right? And then she always like a put strong on herself and deliver the truth and try to show her love, right? And she is really diligent, okay? And now she is doing like what Mr. Zheng says, okay, let people see you, okay, as you grow older, like a senior volunteer, right? And in here, in the like a video, and we see, and Mommy G shows up in an occasion that overseas volunteers would literally put together in Taipei, and she just delivers her like lectures in a really kind of a friendly like manner. And and when we see her again, yeah, okay, 35th anniversary of the United States, okay, and it's G. And we of course like to see her again, okay. And before we meet Miss Messenger, and of course, then I just okay. And in this video, and we have our like a family tree delivered to all the senior volunteers in the United States and Taiwan, and they really like to see the older friends and the senior volunteers because they are on the very top of the family trees, right? And do we see like the mommy G? Of course, we see her, you see, okay? And this is kind of a wonderful memories, okay? And although she has kind of a gray and white hair, but she's never old. So this is why she can live out herself like a beautifully, and she is Jingyang, and she is Mommy Qi. So let's welcome her, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's give her kind of a warm welcome. Okay, yeah. So be sure to send like the Mommy Qi here. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, today not only like a Mommy G is here, but also Shijing is with her, and it's been years, okay, that they showed up together, both online and on spots, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I like to be with you because you have a positive energy.
噔
We have a
噔
Mommy
噔噔，
G.
哎，你是一个，哎，就是有一点牵出来，像老佛爷这样子，跟你牵着。
Yeah, okay.
我跟你讲
And
哦，
you are
人就是要
here,
要
okay,
随时
and we
赞
are
叹。
with you, and you are just like
我
the
就是
emperor,
让他
okay?
一直
And
一直赞叹
this
长
is
大的
what
态度。
we have to
在
do, that
我
we
们那时
praise
候教
everyone
联会出来
anytime,
只
okay?
学佛理，
Because
第一次
I have
他
been
就是我
impressed
们的领
by
导，
Mommy
很
G
重
all the
要的
time,
陪伴
okay?
我们。那
And
时候他
she
讲，
was
那时候他
our
的代表宣讲，
important
他
kind
就
of
讲一句话说，
companion, let's
以
say,
后会
that
成
when
大
I
器。
was kind of a new
所以因
volunteers
为这一
in
句
Teachers
话，我就
Association.
不敢
And
变得太
Mommy
小气。
G
第
just
二件
told
事，
me that I
我
would
很
become
记得我们实际
somebody,
的日子。
okay, someone
实际
important
医
in
院4
Suji.
周年
And
庆，
I
我
received
会
such
去参加，
praise.
第一次回到
So
慈济，
I
然
always
后我去
feel
参
that
加
it's
那个大会。
important to
那
always
我们
speak
总
the
在哪里
words
呢？
and
因
remember
因
to
为那时候
praise
很有
people
概念，
whenever you
可
are.
是我从
Okay.
小荧幕看到一个人一直
And
讲一直讲，然
before
后我就一
the
直看一直
Suji
看，就是他。
hospital
我
was
那时候不晓得他
constructed,
叫鸡妈妈，可
and
是在看
through
他
like the
讲的这样
TV
的迷
screens,
人的那个
and
态
I
度，
always
告诉我自
saw
己
Mommy
以后我
G,
要像
although
他
I
一样。
didn't know who
所
she
以
was,
当
right?
时
And
候
her like
就一
charming
个小小
attitude
的，因为
and
后
her
来
fun
我走入教联
presentation
会，他们就一直陪伴，一直
really,
陪伴，然
really
后
caught
学佛
my
理论竟然
eyes
是我的
in the
幸福时
fun
光。他就跟我
reading
讲说，
like the
你以后
ceremony.
会成大
Okay,
器。
and
那
I was
我
so
们的感
shocked and
动就
surprised
现在
that
为止，
she
我合
finally
着就
really
来。今天
became
台湾
my
的
like a
鸡妈合
senior
得很好，站
companion,
在这
right?
里，让我
Ladies
们
and
掌
gentlemen, I
声，
really
也谢
remember
谢石
what she said to
金。
me. That is,
来，
as long as
亲爱的
I'm
家人
alive,
们，
I
金色
am
师
always
傅以及
everywhere.
我们在场还有
So,
云端的家人们，大
so
家好。
memorable
好，
Mr. Zheng
我是姚
Yan
世
and the
金，上
message
上次
from
把号吃
Jin's
药。
abode. Everybody online and here, good day. And I am Su Jin.
哎，
My name
有
is
两
Siya.
只麦克风吗？要，是
我的法号是建阳，
And this is Mommy G, and her grandma name is Jingyang. And you know that teacher Mei Yun has been saying this multiple times, right? As long as I'm alive, and I will go everywhere. I will go anywhere I can, right? So wherever she goes, and it always kind of a makes kind of a lot of like fans coming over with her too, and she will always like bring us a lot of positive energy wherever she goes, right? So let's watch a video. Let's take a look at how much positive energies can grant like Mommy G bring to people. So how do we hear with our eyes, right? And how do we speak with our mouths, right? So I think we can use our ears and use our like mouses, right? And they are our like six rules according to the like sutra. So we can just create a marriage, okay, with our organs as well as our heart, right? If we speak good words and deliver good people. And now through doing so, I realized that I finally understand what a sutra is all about, right? Okay. So let's say as long as we breathe, as long as we can breathe, right? I think we are just creating marriage. Do you think so? If yes, give me a big hand.
今天季妈咪给大家带来了多少啊？
Okay. Find out that Mommy G also brings us more than 6,000 different kinds of marriage, right? Okay. And then you see how much like a marriage would everybody receive, right? And through the video we played, do you feel like how much energy she possesses, right? And you don't even know how old she is, right? And you just know that she's kind of wonderful person, delivers positive energy. She's not only alive, and she is living happily and kind of well wisely, right? So you are our treasure, major treasure. Are you? I think it's okay as long as I'm a treasure. It's not a all about I'm a kind of major or my treasure. Okay. As long as you are a Sujimon here and you are a treasure. This is what I was told. Okay. I think a positive energy should be delivered through one another. Okay. And she delivers positive energy, including love and the goodness to people, so that she could also receive such things as well. So we know that you live happily and you live healthily, and you know how to use AI and use it. Of course, do. Okay. I want to live a beautiful life, and it is my skill, and my son teaches me how to use like AI so that I know that I have to ask the right questions, and I ask the right questions to AI, and I ask it how I can live a beautiful life. So AI gave me thousands of responses so that I know even AI knows CG very well. So come on, everybody, you have to follow up and catch up with Mommy G. You cannot fall far behind her, right? And through all morning today, she's been talking about what AI has been doing for her, and I really learned very much from her. Okay, you know that she is kind of over 80 years old, but she knows how to use AI, and she right, she just asks the right questions to AI. So we know that she is always following up the trend in the world. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Okay. And you just praise me, and they also praise me just now. And after I heard them, I always say thank you. right? I don't want to be, humble in the wrong way, according to Mr. Zheng Yan. And Mr. Zheng Yan says that when I receive any praises, and I would say thank you and receive the blessings, right? Okay. So I don't want to be kind of a Hippocratic, okay? So now let's go back to AI, right? You are really more than AI just delivering you the knowledge, right? But you, Mommy G, is really professional in delivering like wisdom and the doing that with your own physical body so that okay this is what AI cannot have, right? Okay, AI is not kind of a live person, but you are a live person, you are like a live person, and you are working on the Bodhisattva way, okay, and we are watching that and we will be following you, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I have enough time, so let's leave the time to Mommy G. And before that, I want to show you that, okay? And today you see the PowerPoints, okay? And the PowerPoint is made by herself. And narrow messaging and the message of frontings about and everybody online and here, okay, today. And all the way today to Kaohsiung, I've been talking about AI. And I know that the AI really delivers us only knowledge, but Mr. Zheng delivers us wisdom. So we needed to transfer our conscious into wisdom. Okay, and AI gives us knowledge, and we are very lucky that we are like always observing Mr. Zheng's wisdom. And wisdom is not only for writing or for reading. And I think more than that, okay, wisdom is for us to exactly, okay, be done okay, by us. And this is a very famous quote that we have to learn something through doing, and we have to be awakened through learning and doing. Okay? And we don't have to really say to people what we have done, but we really have to use our own brain and our physical body to feel what exactly we have been experiencing. Okay? And when we are holding our microphone, and you have to know that everybody can hold up the microphone, but it's different that what different from what you say, right? So we have to say what we do, and of course we do what we say, right? And this is kind of a way of being honest, right? Okay. So we are delivering speech, holding down the microphone in our hand, and I have to do exactly, I have to say exactly what I've been doing, right? This is what Mr. Zheng has been talking to me, telling me, okay? So right here on the stage, and I have to always tell the truth instead of lying to you, right? And if I don't do that, and nobody would like to listen up to me anymore. So I say, if you can follow up a kind of a such like a way, okay, then you're gonna be kind of wise people in the future. Okay, I was born in 1938, and I'm already 88 years old. And to tell you the truth, I'm happy. I am good at asking questions. Okay, when I was 65 years old, enjoying the benefit from our society, so I asked Mr. Zheng Yan, so when I get older, what can I do? And the Mr. Zheng Yan answers me that okay, when you are older, please come out and let people see you. All right. Yeah. Okay. So today I'm here, and you see me. Okay, and you see me what? Okay, you see me walk, you see me move, you see me talk, and you see me breathe. And I have eyes to watch, right? And all my like six senses are really complete, right? Do you think I'm good looking? Of course I am. So So when I just saw my own movements through the like a TV monitor, and I was a little bit worried, actually, to tell you the truth, right? Okay. And when I was young, when I was talking to my students, and my movements, my physical movements were even more exaggerating than now. Okay, but I feel that today, as I'm 88, and I think that my body movement is no superior, I mean, no inferior to, the movements when I was young, right? So I think that in the right age, and we do the right thing, right? And this is kind of a reminder for myself all the time, right? Okay? And as we grow older, I don't think I needed to dye my hair, right? Okay, and I want people to know that I'm getting senior, and it is not easy for me to just getting to be so senior, like 80 years, something years older, right? And Mr. Zheng has wanted us to always have kind of inventory. It is kind of assessment of our life, right? Okay. And she also wanted us to just let go of all the attachments. Okay. And she also talked about the three spheres of emptiness in life, right? And she has always wanted us also to not forget all that we have done, and she also wanted us to just write down whatever we have done as kind of a treasure to be passed by to the next generation. So I think that this is kind of an important task for our brain to recall all the good memories, right? So I suddenly realized that, yeah, I'm getting senior, I'm over 80 years older, and that's true. So why do I have to dye my hair correct to look young? If I look young, but actually looking young is not through your hair color, it's through like you like a mindset. Okay, so if I am black haired today, so what do you see? What do you feel? How do you feel on me? I don't know. Okay, so when I was a student, I just let people know that I was, for example, grade six, like a grade seven, or like okay, freshman or sophomore in the university. However, now I am in Tzu, so I think we are also in a really, really magnificent university because it contains a lot of knowledges and the wisdoms that we can learn through our society, through everybody, through people who are young and who are older. And Mr. Zheng has been always preaching to us, right? The right kind of a wisdom and like a mindset, right? And so here, I'm so grateful to be here. Okay? And I received kind of a lifelong education. And our kind of mentor, of course, is Mr. Zheng Yun. And her Dharma cannot be bought with money, of course. And this is also a mindset and concept of life that we can really learn without, okay, Mr. Zheng Yan. And if I hadn't been here in Tzu, I don't think that the way I talk and the mindset I have now would be the same as now. Okay, I think it influenced me very much. Okay, and when I with like a CG volunteers, right? Okay, I just don't know why. And let me give you an example, right? I've been talking to like a CG for like a three, like 1.5 hours, right? And I can just like talk continuously for over 1.5 hour, and I didn't want to stop, right? Okay. And this is kind of a magic thing, right? I'm 88 years old. Okay. So if I choose another like a lifestyle that I just go shopping and I enjoy my life, I go traveling, okay, I think it's a kind of gonna be kind of different way when you see me now. Okay, so I try, okay, my best, okay, to do good things because Mr. Zheng wanted me to do that, right? And when I was doing the like relief, right, and distribution, and I just gave out my old clothes, right, because Mr. Zheng wanted me to do that, and I just thought, okay, I send them out, and I will buy new ones, okay. And when I just received my new clothes, right? And do you think it increases my quality when you look at me? Of course not. Okay. Yeah, I don't look beautiful because of my new dress. Okay. I think I look beautiful because of my like a positive mindset and because of what I do to people. Okay. And I receive a praise. Okay, from like Mr. Junior and from all of you, right? Okay, and whenever I deliver my speech or do my presentation to either Mr. Junior or everybody, and they are just like my missions and the tasks, right? After I finish all my like presentation, I just feel released, right? But after I receive a kind of a positive praise from Mr. Junior, and she said to me, "It's a good job," and I suddenly felt that I was encouraged and it became the power that I can just keep going. Okay. And I was also told by others that I should wear my lipstick as I am doing my presentation. I just say, no, 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 I don't have to because I'm already beautiful enough. Okay. Yeah. And within our like six senses, like eyes, but I can use my eyes to kindly see others. And I can also use my eyes to see the variety of things that is happening around us. And we can also use our eyes to see people who are suffering and try to help them, of course, right? And we can also use our ears to pay attention to people who are suffering so that we can also know how to help them. And we can also use our ears to, of course, absorb the Dharma and learn from the wisdom and wise people. And what about mouth? And we can just talk eloquently like Mei Yun. And when I was sitting down with you, and she was talking eloquently, which is also a merit because she delivers the wise knowledge and the wisdom, and she talked in a positive way, and she comfort people, delivering the Dharma into our ears. So it is also the merit. We say 1,200 different kinds of merits from our mouths and ears, right? Besides, I talk sincerely from my heart. So, okay, my heart, my mouth, and my ears create like a numerous merits. Okay, and now in the like the sutra, okay, delivered by Mr. Zheng Yan, and she talks very much about such merry things, okay? And I also told my son that, okay, and she should create more blessings, and she shouldn't consume all the blessings. And she asked me, okay, mom, I just want to enjoy. I don't want to do something. I don't want to create blessings, but I want to use my blessings. Okay. Okay. And whenever I told, okay, my son this, right? And she replied to me that, okay, when I created blessings, I'm happy. But when I am like enjoy my blessings, enjoy my good life, right? And my physical body would be very happy. And you want to be happy in your mind, or you want to be happy just physically. And my words really influences my son. So he gradually, changes, of course, right? Okay, so it is also my married from my mouth. Okay, and when we are having the sutra caption, and we also notice that in the film, right, we learned the message and help prove, I mean, help rebuild over 50 schools after 9/21 earthquake. And so many people ask, come on, Mr. Zheng, where is the money from? And Mr. Zheng replies and answers saying that, okay, I don't know where my money is. I know people who possesses a lot and they know the money. They know where the money is, right? So we are doing something to collect all the love and the loving people, and we accumulate a drop of the love like a raindrops, like a water drops, right? So we can just have a lot of like marriage done in Tzu Chi. Okay, so in my life, I really learned in my entire life, and I'm so happy.
对，活得漂亮
And by the way,
是本事。我还没有讲到它的主题。
if you want to
在
live a
AI 里
beautiful
面
life like me,
用慈济的
it
精神
requires
它就
skill.
说，活得漂亮不
And
是
if
地位高，
we
不
ask
是有钱
AI,
多，不
how
是
are
书
we
读
gonna
得
be
多，
living a
而是怎么
beautiful
样？
life,
要
right?
慈
Okay.
悲，要有
And
智慧。
I'm shocked that
好，
the
这个都是他
AI
们说的，对不
answers
对？
me that we have
上
to
人
possess
体
wisdom
会到
and
要
the
我们做，
kindness according
但
to
是
Master Zheng
AI 里
Yan. Oh,
面
that's
可
wonderful.
能
Okay.
它变成文字，让
And
我们温故知新。好，那
AI,
这个就
okay,
是
I
说，
should be
我们慈
thankful
济
to
开始
AI,
的时候什
and
么都没
it
有。
delivers
那我
me
在
such
我
like
进
a
师界的时
text,
候是
right?
1978
So I
年，
can really absorb all the text into my brain and turn it into my wisdom. Okay. So now let me tell you my story. I got
当
into
慈济
Tzu
的
Chi in
有没有
1978.
幸福？好幸福哦！所以我永远不
And do
离
you
开
feel
就是
lucky
这
you're
样
here?
啦。
Of course. So I will never
我
leave
进来
Tzu
的时候
Chi,
是
right? This
民
is
国
why.
哈67年，上人还没有说要盖医院，
And
第2年才说要盖。
I got
那
into
个时候
Tzu
只有
Chi
1
in
本月刊哦。我的朋友
1978,
都问
and
我说，
the
您负
second
责新
year
办
I
院
was
校，
here, Mr. Zheng Yan
我就
announced
去
that
问
she's
上
gonna
人，我
build
讲上人，
a
咱
hospital
那都
in
无干那一本
Hualien,
月刊
and
哈，
I
就
was
是那个
asked
征信，
by
还有告
somebody
诉我
that
们
whether
哪里
I
有困难
was
哪
kind
里
of
去救。
illiterate or
好，那
not,
小人
right?
就甲我
Because
讲安利啦，
they
但
asked
是
we
呢，
don't have
主
any
席要
like
安怎甲办理
materials
呢？
to
爱
read.
行
Okay,
做偌
why?
侪代志，
And Mr.
做
Zheng Yan
偌侪
answered
路，才
me
会当
that
有
okay,
偌侪
we are
话
not
通我讲，
illiterate,
才有
but
偌侪
the
字通我
reason
写。
we didn't have our
你
own
看慈
text
济
and
四大志业
like
八大法业，
publications
然后再
because
加
we
上呢，
haven't done
好，
enough,
现
we
在灾
haven't
难偏多，
accumulated
让
enough
上人的
merits
脚
to
印
let
都
people
走到你，
read.
真的我们的
So that
爱
okay,
已经
that
散播
was
到
why.
136
And through
个
this
国
kind
家，
of a planned
有慈济
dialogue,
的
then
地方
I
是
really
68个国
absorb
家
like
哦，
a
有慈济
wisdom.
人的
And
地
you know
方哦。
now how
那
many
你看，那
countries
是不是
have
做了那
for
么多的
Tzu
事？
been helping?
好，那
Of
么
course,
做了
right?
这么
It's
多的
around
事，做
136,
要
and
做好
we
事，
have
还
like
有
branch
做，
offices
是只有
also
走
all
去
over
看
the
一看而
world
已。
in like
我们
60
还要
something
真实的
countries,
研究
right?
它，
And
拥抱
we
它，
don't walk
让他
just
感
into
受到
their
爱
country
和
and
温暖。
just take a
所以
look
呢，
at
我们可以写下
sightseeing.
来，所以
No,
才
we
这个
walk
书宣，
into
你看
their
书
like
宣
nations and
这么多的
into
书，
onto
现在
their
在
land
很多
and
都
do
是上，还有没
exactly
有一
what
本
they
书？
need. Okay,
随时
and
随
so
地都
that
可以
we
看到
now
的。
have
所
more
以呢，
than
上人就告诉我
more
们这句话，
publications than you
好，
can
他说要
imagine,
走
right?
多少
So
路，
that you
做
can
多少
just
事，还
reach,
有多少话可以
okay,
说，
to the
还有多少文字可
publications
以
and
讲。
absorb the
好，
wisdom,
那
okay? And it
这个是
really
我在那个我
relate,
们的
okay,
那里
to
足
what
迹里
Mr.
面
Zheng
找
had
看
said to me
到
that,
的这一
that
句
we
话，
just
教
do
化心切，
whatever we say
请
and we
思
say
法乃
whatever
是
we
修行人
do,
的
and
本
so
分。
that we can
我们
accumulate
现
it
在
like
在跟
whatever
大
we
家
have
讲
done
讲
into
的
our
这些
publications.
话，
And this is kind of
也许就是修
retrospect
行的法。
of our
那么
like
慈
Dharma in the
济
past
宗门
as
哦，
kind of the
慈
new
济宗
knowledge.
门
Okay.
就是
So in
助
Tzu Chi,
人群
in the Dharma school
去
of Tzu
行
Chi,
善，造福。所以
and
慈
it
济呢
is
有
aimed
修
to
行
walk
的路。
into
你如
people
果没有
and
来到
create
慈济的话，
memories
你没有
and the
办法走到
blessings.
路，
And
只
Tzu
是在
Chi
念
is
经
a
而已。
path to
那么
walk on.
要
If
走
you
对的
haven't
路，
come over
好，
to
走路
Tzu
要有
Chi,
方法。
then you
那
don't
既
know
然
how to
走对的
walk
路哦，
on the
我
right
们在慈
path.
济是走对的路。
And
那
if
么
you
走
want to
对了，
walk
我们上
right
人
on
的
the
教
path,
导跟
then
他
it
有缘，
requires
讲每一句话
skills,
我们
right?
都可以听进去。
And
所
you
以
also
这
need
个
the
是
kind of
出
right
版社
mentor.
好的书
Okay,
参
the
书
mentor
籍，
will guide
全句
us.
是法，
Okay, And therefore we have like a Jingsi publishing company, and all the books and the publications from Jingsi the publishing, publishes of books which are like a kind of a dharma and the wisdom. Okay, so all the texts and the like the pieces of articles are so precious because they are dharma and they are wisdom. So every quote you read and every text you feel is all about the touching stories which symbolizes the Dharma and the right path towards Bodhisattva path. Okay, so it is also a quote that we know. Okay, don't forget about the year, don't forget about the event and the like the aspiration. Okay, and then let's just remember and just record like what we have been doing. Okay, so it is kind of assessment, and this is kind of inventory of what we have been doing. Okay, and this is what Mr. Zheng wants us to do, just to recall what you have been doing and try to refresh your memory of why and how you walk into Tzu Chi. Okay, and try to think a way to guide more people coming up here. And they are like touching stories. Don't forget, they are also Dharma, that they are also wisdom. Okay. So this is kind of a treasure, family treasures that we are going to pass down to our next generations. So this is a beautiful life, okay, that I live. So why do I say that? Okay, and then now I'm saying that building a hospital is super difficult, right? But Mr. Zheng says to me that it's difficult, I know, but if I don't do this, then who would do it, right? So it is also kind of another way of an inventory of our life, okay? And we have a kind of inventory of a law, of course, okay? Yeah, and whatever we know, whatever we see, okay, is love. Love is all wrong.
钱在哪里啦？钱在哪里？口袋里呀、在你的口袋啊？银行里呀、哦。
Okay, and when I asked Mr. Zheng, okay, you want to build a hospital, but where's the money from? Okay, and Mr. Zheng answered that, okay, money, of course, is in people's pockets. And I asked this question in 1983. You see, Mr. Zheng has kind of vowed to just build a hospital in 1978 and in 1983, and she was still collecting funds, right? And I encouraged my mom to make donations, but my mom was worried to be cheated. Okay, and she asked me that how much money do you exactly need, right? Okay, and how much donations do you have to collect, right? And let me tell you, in 1983, the year, and I think through my like assessment, we needed like 800 million, $80 million in 1987, I mean in 1983, okay? And my mom was really, really kind of angry, okay, to know that, okay, this is kind of a big money. But she also said, come on, come back and get the money from me, okay? Although she was kind of irritated in the end, okay? And through, okay, the charity sales, we also like collect donations, okay? And I also like took like a Mediterranean to not only my house, but also rich people's house, okay? And my mom at that time was in the United States, and my father, I didn't know that my father had a chance to tell Mr. Zheng Yan that my mom wanted to make a donation, like $1 million, and the next year, my mom passed away. And my father just made a donation. I mean, $1 million donations. Okay, in the name of my mom, and he was so honest. Okay, and he just made her promise. Okay, and and my mom in person told Mr. Zheng Yang in Hualien that okay, if you want to build a hospital and you want to build a hospital without money, okay, nobody dared to do that. Okay, and the government also didn't dare to say that they want to build a hospital, and it was kind of a big task, and this is kind of a mission impossible. Okay, and you know that okay, Mr. Zheng made it right. Okay, and aside from my mom, I also want to talk about my dad. My dad also made a kind of a, I mean, 500 kind of okay $1,000 donations the next year after 1983. Okay, and we also okay received the money, but we didn't stop. Okay, we also try to deliver people. Okay, encourage them to make donations in small amount of money for the hospital, Hualien. And you know what I did? I just talked to my check, right? And I say, "Hey, Mr. Check, right? Okay, I want to donate you to Mr. Zheng Yan to build a hospital." But my check said no. Actually, it is my heart. I said no, and I didn't want my money to go. And I tried to persuade my check, the cash check, and the check finally promised me. And therefore, I just donated the check from my father. I said like $500,000 to Mr. Zheng Yan, and it is also a way that I live my beautiful life, right? And did you realize that through her presentation, and she has kind of a vivid movements, like physical movements, right? But she is also kind of tender enough to just tell all the truth. And do you think that she is still as an energetic as a young person, right? Okay, and she's healthy, and she doesn't look like 80 something years older. Let's give her a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. And she's still living a beautiful life, and she's still as a skilled, right? Oh, come on, you are also telling me the truth. I'm so happy today, right? Yeah, so I have to learn from you that okay, as we receive a praise, and we have to say thank you and receive your like blessings. Okay, and according to like Mommy G, she not only absorbed the Dharma from Mr. Zheng Yan, and she really put the Dharma into action. Fourth, right, she is our major treasure in Tzu Chi. Okay, so let's give the big hand to our major treasure, right? And we are so happy to have you in Kaohsiung. So let me give you a hug. Would you come again? And actually, when we listen to her telling stories, and every time I listen to her stories, and it's always new stories, and she never tells anything old. And if today her story is new to you, raise your hand. You see, everything is new. Right? You never talked about this before. Right? But why did I tell you this, right? And I always carry a thankful and a grateful mind, right? Okay. And actually, I talk about my dad and my mom. They are my adopted dad and mom. They are not my like a biological like the parents, right? Okay. So I always carry a grateful mind, thanking them, okay, giving me okay a wonderful life, and letting me just do whatever I want to do to do good deeds to the society. and they allow me to do so, and it is really kind of grateful thing.
而且
Okay,
而且
yeah,
我也跟他
I'm
讲了，
so willing to
他
make
们
donations
这也是
because the
我们
money
说的，
doesn't belong
他
to
是只
me,
有
right? I
只
don't
有
earn
他
them.
那一
Okay.
端要给上人100万，可是
And
呢，
it is my
就是
first time, okay,
空气
knowing
不太
that
好，
okay,
他也就是
you
不会来
parents
去
or
拿
you
这
adopted
件事情。
parents.
所以其实
And it's
就算你
also my
走一
first
步，你
time
不会怎
knowing
么样。
that when
像
your
这一
mom
次的
wanted
一
to
个主
make
题是因
donations
为
of about $1 million
他们
and
定的主题，
she
说的
was
话
really
会是这样子
angry
的。
about that,
当时
okay?
我说金妈你要定什么主
And
题，那
whatever
其
topic
实
like she
下主题
set
没有那个，我
for
丢了
any
一个，我有
presentation,
时候就觉得
and
这一句话
she
很有
tells
信心，我就
stories,
会
right?
写下来。
And
就给
she
他一个主题，他
usually
说
like gives
长
kind of a
漂亮是红
titles
色，
right
活
whenever
得
she
漂亮
feels she
是
wants to
本
talk
事。
about
我
something,
觉得
okay?
基本上两个
And
都很符合的。
today, her
然后呢，
topic
季妈
is
就说：“我
living
选后面那
beautifully
一句，
with
活得漂
skill,
亮是
right?
本事。”
And
就当做这一次的
I
主题。
think
所
this
以
is
真的，所
why,
以
okay,
多数
she
人都讲
just
说：
gave
哇，你
us such
长得漂
title
亮。但
because
是有几个例子
we just
不容
we
易。
just was like
好，
her
那
skills
我
in
的
her
本
life,
人
right?
呢，
Okay,
哈，
so it
那
really
是我
correlates
们可以
to
在此
the
时
topic.
向季
Okay,
妈学
so
习，而变活得漂亮。思韵
we
师姐她说：“今天
we
我们
can
要
just
讨论关
learn
于活。”
very
杨
much
燕师姐跟美
from
阳师姐同台
you,
分享，
okay,
很
to live
期
a
待。
beautiful
立
life,
勇
right?
在台
And
北
of
特
course,
别
like
模仿
here
班
we
也
have a
是
kind of
关键是
positive
在这里上
messages
人哈。
for
而且
you,
张
right?
香
And
萍师姐呢，也
is
是因
from
为节目
Taipei,
也跟
and
上，
she
个人
says
没
that
有机
this
会
is
见。
another
然
way that
后
we are learning
时
from you
间
on the
她说当录今天
past,
早上
right?
已经很多
And
那个粉丝在等你了，所
Sijing
以一直在跟大
saying
家
that
有热
okay,
情哈。
it's
所以
been
在
all
季妈你在
morning
大
that
陆是
your
非常
fans are
忙，
waiting
接
for
着燕
you,
师姐
right?
也
And
在线上，大陆
we
说
can
真的
just
有你
feel
的
your
不少
passion
粉丝
and
在
you
那
are
里。
really
哎，她粉
famous
丝
in
只有多少
China
人？
and
你还记得吗？
during the
上次
pandemic, and then you also deliver like
十几
wonderful
万，
speeches
八
online
万，
in
8万人
Suzhou,
呢，
上次
and
怎么样？
厉
when
害
we
吧？
deliver
季
the
妈多逼
speeches
人呢，怎么样
online in
子？
Suzhou,
好，季
and
妈妈是我的
per
给
like
我，至
like
今都照顾在
okay,
着，对不对？
fans
你
were
看
over
思韵
like
师姐是你把她
80,000
带进来
people
的，你看，
in
所
China.
以还好
Okay,
有你带
and
着她。然后
Ziyuan
吃
says
管
that
说，赶快
you
季
have
妈
been
169
always
节目
taking
的
care
时
of
到了，以
her,
季妈的主流
and
一定将来要
Siguan
让所有的
says
人
that
一定要来活得
okay,
漂
you
亮，活得精
receive,
彩。
okay, we
我们
already
吃管下
received
个
all
星
the
期呢，会
merits that
把我
you
们
talked
写在
about,
论
okay,
文里面，
and we are
让
going to
我们
live a
的
beautiful
读
life
书
just
会
like
成
you.
为论文，
And
这是我
Siguan
们的
is
一
a
个环境
person
哈。
that
好，张
just
香萍
write us
您在本
into her
您在这
essay,
边
I
呢，
mean
为什么
academic
真的讲说，
essay,
亲爱的美云师姐是十足活得漂亮的
okay.
传人？
So here we
但
also
是
have
她
a
讲的，
message, right?
北京
Okay,
的所有
and
人说
she
季妈
says
你
that
活得
I
真的
am
有本事，而
really
且要
just
漂
like
漂亮
you,
亮的
and
哈。
I'm
因为
also
我们
gonna
语
be
言，
as
她说以
beautiful
前都
as
是直
you,
接
right?
听季
And
妈
this
的，
is a
所以
message
当
from
然没有
Beijing
到
that's
很
saying that
理
you
想，
are really
声线
living a
都很远。
beautiful life,
现
and
在经
you
过这
are
么多年，
always
体会到妈
beautiful,
咪说的每一
and
句话
it's
都是
not only
真实的，
fun but
你
also
讲的实
makes
在是太
sense,
实
right?
在了哈。
Okay, and
所以
it really
哎，
can
说话要
experience,
做
and
到
I'm
要做
sure
对
that
了，我
whatever
们
you
就拿
say
得
is
到，
kind of
哎，
true
还可以
dharma.
押韵哈。所以雪
So
玲也说这样
please,
子，
okay,
妈
don't
咪你讲的
lie,
活着
okay?
不能是
If
靠嘴
you
上
are
讲，你
telling
看
the
真的是
honest
太
so that
棒了，
you
我
can
这
just
一
hold
段
on the
这段节目，
microphone
然后
longer,
呢，
right?
他写很
And
多哈。
we
好，
really
张香
receive
萍
your
谢谢
positive
你哦。
energies,
还有
right?
江南哥
Whenever
哥
you
今天有
are,
无籽
right?
西瓜去除性
And
的
Zhang
泡菜
Xiangping
泡，
saying
现在
thank
很
you
有
to
名。
you
这个
and
就是粉丝帮你充
Canadian,
电的粉
like
量，充满正
Canada.
能量的季妈
Okay,
妈咪，真
message
是我
says
人
that
生宇宙
from
在天上
your
大恩
like
人啊！
messages,
粉
right?
丝支
We
持且
really
长期
like
温暖
feel
陪
you
伴，
a
感恩季妈
power
给
and
我
the
无数珍贵的
energies.
一个分享。
Okay,
那因为
although
时间的关
okay,
系，我们
I'm
真
in
的要，
Canada.
你有没有听到我
Okay,
们主持人
and
是这样
she's
讲干
kind
掉
of
我？
kind
因
of
为我再下去的话，两个姐
this
哪一个环
self
节会受到影响？哈，总之非
selfishless
常感
person.
恩
Okay,
我们高
that
雄的姐姐
delivers
们，还
kind of
有
positive
呢，就
energies
是
all
史
over
金，
her
还
life,
有更
right?
多人，他们在
Anyway,
做，我们
we are
不是
so
在分享，不
grateful,
不不
And we have more messages here. And we have a lady Cuckoo in Malaysia sending a message saying that she is energetic. So I am energetic because of you. Anyway, thank you. Thanks for all the positive messages, right? Okay. So now let me just add one thing. I'm so sad that my mom struggled in her entire life. Right? And she passed away when she was 60 years old. And I asked Mr. Zheng why my mom has struggled for 30 years but didn't enjoy anything in her life. Right? And she was rich. Mr. Zheng said, right, that okay, my mom made kind of donations in her previous life, but she didn't mean to make donations, and she was a little bit mean, right, on that. Okay, and because
就因
of
这样，男生
this,
才可以用得
I
到
learned
感恩。
that okay, I should
太好了，
always make
感恩的故
donations,
事，
try
然后
to
给自己
give
掌
in
声
a
鼓励。我们
happy
一起说，
way, right?
太好了，
Oh,
我们
and
可
I would
以
say
布
to
施。
myself, oh, this is great that I
哦，
can give and I can
不
make
是多少，
donations, right?
5毛
Okay,
钱，
so
每一把你
wonderful.
的力量，萤火虫的光芒，是为你
Okay,
感灯
making
做的力
donations is
量。
not about
太
how much
棒了，
money,
不要
it's
拿麦克
about
风给我，我自
okay,
带
your
麦克风
sincerity,
了。
like a 50 cents,
所
right?
以
It's
真的这一句
always
话
more
虽然
than
说一
great.
句话稍
Okay,
微长了一点，但是真
so
的非
true.
常重
Okay,
要。就
this
像我
is
们的
just
结尾一
like a
句，就是
quote,
任何一个
but
时
it
候，牧
really
师都告诉我自
encourages
己，
and
牧师
inspires
让
us, right,
你真的
to
讲出来，非常
always
好
be
欢喜，我
generous
赚到了
and
哈。所以热
give
烈掌声，再次感
whatever
谢，
we
耶！
can, not
好。
just about money. So let's
好，
give
我们很
her
快的
a
要
big
到大
hand.
陆去了
Thank
哈。
you,
那
Mommy
大陆的
G.
家人呢，稍微等了我们一下，
And
请
now
多
let's
包
go
涵。
to
只是我们
China.
到大
Okay.
陆